Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Todd Chrisley reveals wife Julie's post-prison appearance was a major turn-off in candid admission. Todd and Julie Chrisley were pardoned by Donald Trump this year after serving 2 years for fraud. The reality TV star and his wife Julie have had an interesting couple of years. The pair, who spent 2 years in prison after being convicted of tax fraud, were given the golden ticket in the form of a presidential pardon this year. Originally, it was reported by E! News that Todd would be spending his 12 years in prison at the Federal Correctional Institution Pensacola in Florida, while Julie would spend 7 years in the Federal Medical Center Lexington in Lexington, Kentucky. The Chrisley Knows Best stars have been living the life of luxury after claiming to be living off earnings made from their real estate empire. But in truth, they were avoiding tax and defrauding banks out of $30 million. While they appealed twice, both were rejected, and it wasn't until Donald Trump stepped in that they were freed. Before he handed himself over to the prison, Todd shared a video on his social media that showed gospel artist Karen Peck singing a religious song called 4 Days Late. While the video was later deleted, his daughter Savannah Chrisley commented, "I love you, Daddy." Savannah would become the catalyst to having her parents released after she had with the POTUS daughter-in-law Lara Trump. Savannah said in the interview that the prosecutors in the case were Democrats and had donated to the Democratic Party, and also allegedly referred to the family as the Trumps of the South during the trial. In response, Trump pardoned them. White House aide Margot Martin captured Trump on the phone, and Savannah posted the video online where he can be heard saying, "Your parents are going to be free and clean, and I hope we can do that by tomorrow. I don't know them, but give them my regards and wish them a good life." Now that they've been released, the pair have booted up a podcast called Chrisley Confessions. That's where Todd delivered a shocking confession to his wife. "I'm not going to lie. When I first saw you when I got out of that car, I started thinking about going back," he said in Wednesday's episode, July 23. "But then I thought, let me embrace this. This is a moment." Julie was obviously shocked by this and asked him, "Are you kidding me right now?" He then added, "It was a rough moment because I had never seen you dark in my life." As she was also in prison, she reminded him, "Well, I know that, Todd, but I didn't have any choice." Known for her blonde locks, Julie was noticeably different when she was let out of the slammer. Her hair was half brown and half gray from allowing her roots to grow out and dabbling in brown box dye while incarcerated. The mom of 3 revealed some insights into an image of her hair that circulated online after her release, stating, "Was there a horrible picture that came out of me? Yes, but the way I flip, that is, look at me now. Now people think I'd look even better because that horrible picture was out there to begin with." Todd then remarked, "I will say, you set the bar low. You had nowhere to go but up." While Julie told Time that what he said wasn't very nice, she didn't seem to take it too personally. "I'll admit, I looked crazy," she confessed. "But now see, people think when they see me, 'Oh my God, you look so good.' And I'm thinking, yeah, because you saw that picture of me looking crazy." Just before Biden left office and retired his role as the 46th President of the United States, he issued a series of pardons that were intended to shield many public figures from politically charged attacks. Some of those who were handed absolutions were members of the team investigating the January 6 attack on the Capitol, as well as controversial COVID response chief Dr. Anthony Fauci. Mark Milley, a former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, was also pardoned alongside members of Biden's own family, his brothers James and Frank Biden, his sister Valerie Biden Owens, and their spouses too. Biden claimed he was motivated to pardon his relatives after being worried they needed protecting from unrelenting attacks and threats. Biden also commuted the life sentence of Indigenous activist Leonard Peltier, 80, was jailed for killing 2 FBI agents nearly 50 years ago, as per a statement. This allowed him to finish his sentence under home confinement rather than behind bars. However, Trump was not happy about Biden's pardons, with a spokesperson for Trump describing them as the greatest attack on America's justice system in history, as per the BBC. So, what happened? As soon as he took office, Trump declared all pardons issued by the former president to be void, vacant, and of no further force or effect. Taking to his social media platform, Truth Social, the Republican wrote, "The pardons that sleepy Joe Biden gave to the Unselect Committee of Political Thugs, and many others, are hereby declared void, vacant, and of no authority or force or effect, because of the fact that they were done by autopin." In other words, Joe Biden did not sign them, but more importantly, he did not know anything about them. He claimed the necessary pardoning documents were neither explained nor approved by Biden. Therefore, those on the Unselect Committee who destroyed and deleted all evidence obtained during their 2-year witch hunt of me, and many other innocent people, should fully understand that they are subject to investigation at the highest level. The fact is, they were probably responsible for the documents that were signed on their behalf, without the knowledge or consent of the worst president in the history of our country, crooked Joe Biden. But now a twist has been issued as Biden has come out to declare that he did indeed know about them, and he did have someone else sign them via his signature using autopin, but admitted he didn't personally approve every single name on the list of pardons. Reality TV star Todd has never been one to hold back his thoughts, but his latest revelation may have crossed a line even for fans used to the Chrisley family's brutal honesty. In a jaw-dropping new interview that aired this morning on a Nashville-based podcast, Todd gave a brutally candid take on wife Julie's post-prison appearance, and the admission has fans reeling and Julie reportedly blindsided. The shocking comments came just weeks after both Todd and Julie Chrisley were released from their respective prison sentences for bank fraud and tax evasion. While the Chrisleys have been doing their best to rebuild their brand and image post-incarceration, Todd's recent remarks may threaten to undo all that progress. A marriage on the rocks. Let's just say prison changes people, inside and out, Todd said with an uncomfortable chuckle when asked how it felt to reunite with Julie after over a year apart. Julie was always the poised Southern belle, right? She had a look, hair curled, lashes done, nails perfect. And now? It's different. According to Todd, Julie emerged from prison with a rougher look that he simply wasn't prepared for. "She's always been beautiful to me, but she came out looking like she'd done hard labor on a chain gang," he said. Short brown hair, no makeup, sunspots, and this tired look in her eyes. "I didn't even recognize her for a moment. It was jarring." Todd paused for dramatic effect before adding, "It's not just about looks, but let's be real. When you're married to someone, attraction matters. And I had to admit to myself, I wasn't feeling that spark anymore when I saw her." Julie sighed. Silent, for now. Julie has not made any public statements in response to Todd's remarks, but sources close to her tell a different story. A family friend, speaking on condition of anonymity, said Julie was humiliated and blindsided by Todd's public dissection of her appearance. "She worked hard to survive prison. She lost weight, yes, but she also suffered stress-induced hair thinning and had limited access to skincare or basic health needs," the source said. She was expecting to reunite with her husband in love, not be critiqued like a contestant on a makeover show. Apparently, Julie had even talked about looking forward to a quiet, healing time with Todd, rebuilding their marriage and reconnecting. Instead, she was met with icy detachment, and now, these hurtful public remarks. Family fallout. The Chrisley kids have remained tight-lipped about the incident, but fans noticed Savannah Chrisley subtly unfollowing Todd's podcast on social media just hours after the episode aired. Chase Chrisley posted a cryptic Instagram story reading, "Sometimes silence is louder than words," leading many to believe that the family is deeply divided over Todd's comments.